Welcome, I am Agni Lakshaw. In this video, I will present warnings and suggestions about possible side effects from this introductory level of Kriya Serpent Yoga. At the end of this introductory level, you will have transformed yourself in a meaningful way in as little as 6 to 18 months. For people following a more traditional approach, these same transformations could take as long as 2 to 4 years. Rejoice in these transformations through an expedient and wonderful practice. However, with all such practices, we must discuss the possible side effects of energizing your etheric body, which may have been dormant throughout your life. In this lower level, these side effects are minimal and easily addressed, but in later levels, they can be far more extreme and require more complex solutions. Sitting in meditation can cut off the circulation in your legs if you are sitting on a zabuton. When your body is not prepared for this restricted position, it is inevitable you will have one of your extremities go to sleep. This is neither pleasant nor a good situation, and the obvious solution is to straighten your legs until the blood flow is restored. This can interrupt your meditation and is best to avoid. To mitigate this problem, you can do yoga stretching exercises to increase your blood flow in the restricted areas and ease tension from stiff legs and joints. If you cannot mitigate it, then it is best to use a chair until you can establish the appropriate flexibility in your legs. I still have this happen on occasion after high exertion exercise or weightlifting. For that reason, I integrate stretching into my weekly routine. You can do the same thing to resolve this issue. Allergies or other breathing issues can cause difficulty performing the techniques properly in all levels of this practice. I suffer from seasonal allergies and use over-the-counter medications to clear my sinuses daily. This is typically sufficient, except when my allergies overwhelm the medication. If I cannot breathe, I cannot meditate, and there is really nothing I can do at that point but wait until they clear. If you cannot resolve the allergies within your environment, then medication may be right for you. If your allergies are too severe, consult a doctor for a prescription strength medications and treatments. Along the same line as allergies, if you are sick, please do not meditate until you feel better and the symptoms have subsided. While it may not be intuitive to avoid meditation, after all, it is healthy, it is best to wait until you are over the illness before you return to your practice. I never practice when ill, and I have a natural disposition to contracting respiratory viruses. As a teacher, that happens a lot, so I may have to take a break from my practice for a week or more depending on the severity of the illness. You should do the same, as you won't make spiritual headway while your body and mind battle a microbial invasion. Near the end of this introductory level, you may find you need less sleep than before you started. This is a natural part of meditation, which often mimics a sleep cycle within the deeper states of consciousness. If this happens, do not fret and apply that additional time to your meditation. This is a welcome part of your physical and psychological transformation from this practice. Though you will likely not stimulate the Kundalini during the introductory level, your body is being energized, especially near the end of the level while practicing the Kriya Serpent technique. A natural result of this is an increase in your sexual libido. There is nothing wrong with that, and I certainly will not ask you to give up sexual activities because of your practice. However, curtailing those activities will increase the available energy you have to energize your etheric body, so you will benefit from not having so many releases of that energy through sexual activity. At the very least, do not resort to dealing with this increased libido by engaging in sexual activities directly after your meditation session. This would entrain your brain with grooves associating sex with your practice, and that will lead to a stall in your spiritual evolution and progress. When you are more advanced, you can certainly explore tantric techniques, which use sexual activities to increase energies by withholding sexual release while stimulating Kundalini. You are not there yet and may not have the proper discipline to handle that type of practice. I must emphatically state that Kriya Serpent Yoga does not use any sexual activities within the practice. Though I did not include this within the Kriya Serpent Yogi book, as you start down the spiritual path of energy work during meditation, you will eventually stimulate your psychic abilities, or what we call cities. If this happens to you in this introductory level, don't be afraid or concerned. My own precognitive abilities, which I had throughout my life, manifested more fully after I started down this path, so it isn't natural if yours do too. Refrain from using them right now and explore their manifestation and how they might help you along your path. Later, they will likely play a role in your divine purpose, which is why they manifested. If your cities do not manifest this early, not to worry. It was not an expectation, and why I didn't put it in the book at this level. They will come with time, and they will be amazing when they do. As you raise your level of energy through this practice, you will experience all sorts of things, and psychic abilities are just one of those amazing things. Remember, it isn't if these things will happen, but only a matter of when. Once you have achieved mastery of each of the 3 phases of the introductory level, you will be ready to move on to level 2. As mentioned before, it is important to master these techniques to train your body and mind for the mindfulness of meditation. The skills in this introductory level are foundations for your future practice, so be certain you master them before taking the next steps. While expectations are flexible, you must determine when and if you have achieved the results before moving on. In the latter levels of Kriya Serpent Yoga, you will develop an inner guru who will lead you down the path as a regular guru would. However, in these early stages, that inner voice is not developed, so use your intuition. Remember, the best judge of you is you. If you believe you are ready to move on, then the Kriya Serpent technique should have stimulated far more within than when you first took the test. Keep track of these sensations and experiences to see where you fall based on the results of the test. While it may show a much higher level, if you started on level 1, continue the linear path through the book from one level to the next. If you are truly more advanced, you will fly through the lower levels quickly. Rejoice in the beginning of a lifetime practice that will take you on a journey you can barely imagine during these early stages. The universe is a mysterious and magical place that offers more than we know or are prepared to accept. We are training you to be prepared for this unveiling, so you benefit from all the universe offers. This practice will transform you from an ordinary person into an extraordinary human with unlimited potential. We need extraordinary humans on our world at this time in history. I wish you all the best in your spiritual endeavors. Should you decide this is the practice for you, purchase the book, The Kriya Serpent Yogi, through the links on my website at www.oneminutemystic.com. If you are truly just starting, access the written version of this introductory level on my website to use in conjunction with these videos. Follow the prescribed regimens and phases, mastering each technique before moving on. Do not try to speed up the process, as it will take time to transform your body and mind in a significant way. The journey is truly better than the destination, though the destination is very cool too. Peace, profound.